Shut up! Hi guys, back with another video in English. Today I'll do push day, chest, shoulders and triceps, and I'll get you through my workout. But first I'll drink my pre-workout, and now I'm gonna show you what I have for pre-workout usually. Okay, so what I have here is citrulline malate, creatine monohydrate and 1 coffee. Sometimes I drink Monster instead of coffee, but right now I'll have a simple coffee. So that's it, it's pretty simple.
Hello guys, hope all of you are doing well. In today's video I want to talk about my training program, what kind of split do I use now, why do I do it, and more specifically I will talk about how I train my chest, shoulders and triceps. But before that I'll tell you why I prefer to buy ingredients for pre-workout on my own instead of buying an already made pre-workout product by a company. Probably you have seen all these pre-workout products that tell you they're gonna give you superpowers, super pump, maximum endurance and etc. But in the reality that's a complete bullshit. What most of the companies do is to put a lot of caffeine into the products so that you can get hyped and then just put a lot of other unnecessary ingredients that don't work just to increase the price of the product. Like you saw, I use citrulline malate as this one of the ingredients that are most commonly put into the pre-workout products, and it does work, but the problem is that the companies put such a dose into the products that it just doesn't give you the maximum benefit of the citrulline malate. Usually they put around 2 to 3 grams per dose, which is nothing because the study proven dosage for citrulline malate that works is between 6 to 8 grams. So plain and simple, that's the reason why I prefer to buy citrulline malate on my own and then just mix it with creatine monohydrate, which is also a supplement that works, and of course have a coffee or a Monster which includes caffeine in it. I suggest you to do the same as you will save some money, and on the other hand you will get the most of the effective ingredients. Now let's move on to the main topic of this video. Right now I am doing a push-pull leg split, and I find this kind of split really effective for me when I want to bring up my chest, shoulders and triceps, as it allows me to do more volume for these muscle groups overall, and it also allows me to recover well from everything that I do. Before explaining everything else, I'll give you a brief view of my training split so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. As you can see on the screen, my training split is not into the frames of 1 week, but into the frames of 11 days, which I call one cycle. And probably that's something most of you have never seen, but that's the reason why I'm able to do more volume for my chest, shoulders and triceps, and it's also more convenient for me as I have to go to university and work as well, and with this kind of split I can have enough rest and time to do my other responsibilities. If I had to structure my routine into the frames of 1 week, I would not be able to do that much exercises and sets for the muscle groups, which means less volume, and I also would not have enough time to rest. Volume is the key driver for muscle growth. Frequency plays big role into this as well, but as you can tell from my training routine, I train chest, shoulders and triceps every 4 days, so I am getting enough frequency for the muscle groups that I would like to bring up. For the rest of my body parts, I don't need to train them that often, as my back and biceps are well developed. When it comes to my legs, probably most of you are familiar with the fact that I'm still dealing with an injury, and you may see that my legs are not that big now, but usually they're one of my strongest body parts. However, now when you already know what kind of split I'm using now and how it looks, I want to talk about the workout that you're seeing on your screens right now. This is my first training session of the program for chest, shoulders and triceps, aka push day, and it's strength focused, which means I do lower reps with more weight on these days. I always separate my training sessions into strength focused and hypertrophy focused days. As natural bodybuilders, it's really important for us to train for both strength and hypertrophy, because otherwise we will not get the maximum of our training program and we will not achieve maximum results. The first exercise that I do on this day is barbell bench press, as this is a compound movement that trains our chest, shoulders and triceps, and it's a great mass builder for all of these muscle parts. My main focus is to get stronger at it, so what I do is to do low reps and put more weight on the bar, but more specifically I do a special method called 5-3-1, which is a great method for increasing the strength. Usually 5-3-1 is done within the frames of 1 week, but in my case it's quite different, and I'll show you what I mean with the picture on the screen. As I mentioned in the beginning, one cycle is 11 days for me, so that means I switch up the reps every 11 days, and in this case every 4th cycle I do the load with 60 to 70% of the weight that I usually do it for 5 reps. After cycle 4 I go back to cycle 1 again, which means that I repeat the scheme from the beginning, and my goal this time is to do it more weight than the previous cycle. Also, one thing that I want to mention is that when it comes to cycle 3, this is the time I test my 1 rep max. I see guys doing 1 rep max every week, but in my opinion this is too taxing on the nervous system and it can slow down your progress instead of speeding it up. In my case I do it on every 4th day, and it's completely fine. On my incline press I do 3 sets for 6 reps, and of course my goal here is to get stronger at this exercise as well, but I keep the reps at 6 because I want to put on more muscle stimulus too. My next exercise for chest, as you probably saw or can see now, is incline dumbbell flies, and I keep the reps here slightly high, around 8 to 10, as my main focus here is to pump up the muscle with blood and tear down more muscle fibers, because doing only around 5 reps on each exercise will not allow me to do that. Moving on to overhead press. On this exercise I also do something like special method, and my reps vary from cycle to cycle, and this is what I mean. With every cycle the reps are decreasing on all the sets, and my main goal is to do these reps with a little bit more weight than the cycle before. For example, if I did 8 reps with 60 kg on cycle 1, when cycle 2 comes I will try to do 7 reps with 62.5 kg, which means that I will need 1.25 kg plates on each side. Then when cycle 3 comes I will try to do 6 reps with 65 kg, and so on and so on. Then of course after cycle 4 I will start again from cycle 1, and I will try to do 8 reps with 64.5 kg this time. Hope you get the point. It would be even better if you have plate less than 1.25 kg in your gym. I know that some gyms don't even have 1.25 kg in plates, and this really sucks, as you can't really progress that fast to put 2.5 on each side every time. So guys, that's why you have to choose your gyms carefully, or just buy plates on your own and bring them with you. After the overhead press I move on to the upright rows, and I usually do 3 sets for 8 to 10 reps. After that I finish off with triceps. First I do lying triceps extensions, or that called French press exercise, and the sets are between 3 to 4 for 6 to 8 reps. And then as a second exercise for triceps I do either dumbbell overhead press or row push downs for 3 sets, and the reps are between 8 to 10. That's what I do on my first push day of my training routine. If you want to see the rest of my workouts explained, please make sure you like this video and subscribe for my channel. Also leave a comment down below saying we want more, and I will do that for you. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of the video. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.